Hi guys, welcome back to Derby Koi on this rather glorious day. That's gone. Not bad at all. Right, this weekend, yesterday it was really busy yesterday. Absolutely knackered from it yesterday. A couple of jobs I did yesterday. I cut my hedge. Well, I've done the face of the hedge. Placed up both sides. It was so overdue. I got so much clippings off it. I haven't done, if you can see, I haven't done the top yet because I need my ladders. Or I need to borrow the ladders. I have got some trestles, but they are a bit of a struggle to use to reach the top. So I borrowed some ladders from work, some platform ladders, which I need to bring home for hopefully next weekend. I can get the top of that one done, and I can get the one done over there at the log stores to do as well. Yeah, because that is a good, I don't know, 11, 12, good 11 foot high at this side and this end. So yeah, I have tried it off step ladders before, but again, I just don't get enough height on there. My arms can't cope with that. So that's a job for next weekend. I cut the lawn as well yesterday. I did a few jobs in the cottage. I had to do wash the car. I have got a vacuum inside the car today. I don't want to get that done. My God, the hair! Wow. Let's get out this sun. That car is full of hair. I think Graham's molting. Well, I'm going to suffer for that one, I know now. Yeah, so that needs a good vacuum and clean inside there. I'll get that done today. In my last video, the parasites I had, I said I had trichidemia and fluke, and I've done treatment for them and they seem absolutely fine now. But somebody did leave a question which made me think a little bit. So I did a little bit of research on it. I've done the treatment for trick, that was no problem, but I didn't quite have enough treatment for the fluke to do the full treatments. So what I did, I dropped the water level down, so I then had enough treatment to do that water level, which seemed to have worked. It's done great. But the question somebody asked me was, will the fluke survive on the pond wall? Now I did do a little bit of research on it. Now I did know before that fluke can survive without a host for several days, but I wasn't sure if they could survive actually out of the water and actually on the side of the pond. Looking into it, they will not survive long at all out of water. They will dry up very quick. Obviously when you do a scrape, if you do a scrape from them, they're out the water, but they're on the mucus, which is wet. But if that mucus dries out, they're not going to survive. They will dry out as well. So I did drop the water, and anything on the side, they would have started to dry out fairly quick. Yes, there is a bit of algae around the side, but that once the water had dropped, it was quite, a reasonably warm day when I dropped the water, so that dried out fairly quick. So they would have started to dry out pretty rapidly on the sides of the walls. And also the treatment that I used, doing a bit of research on it, the active ingredient in there will stay in the water for up to 7 days, for at least 7 days. So with my slow trickling I was doing, anything that was on the side of the wall within them 7 days, once the water got back up, because they were dried out anyway, if they weren't completely dead, I'm sure the active ingredient in there would have finished them off anyway. But as I said, since obviously it's all topped back up now, I've seen no more flicking and flashing. There's no issues. I have got a second treatment to do, so that will, anything that is still in there, if anything, or any eggs that were laid, that type of stuff, that will hopefully sort them out. Now as for dropping the water, it's I don't think it's something I'm going to do on a regular basis. It's not something for me. To be honest, I am on a water meter, so the amount of money I saved on the treatment, using that little bit less treatment compared to the water, I don't think I've actually saved any money. If I wasn't on a water meter, it's probably something I might consider doing, to be honest. And I would drop it and leave it drop for a couple of days before I start to trickle it back in again. So then that, just to make sure anything that is on the sidewalls would dry out and die off. Yeah, like I say, for me, it's not something the money it's going to save me, it's not something I'm going to do very often. And I think I've got a fingerprint on this screen again. It's when I change the battery, I can see it's all misted up a little bit. Let me clean this screen and I'll come back to you. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Now what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, if I was on a water meter, it might be something I consider doing, or if I had an exceptionally large pond that took a lot of treatment, and it could save me quite a bit of money compared to costs of the water, possibly. So either of those, if I had a really big pond or I was on a water meter, it's something I might consider. But the cost of my water at the moment has gone up again, so I don't think it was I didn't do it to save money, to be honest. I did it because I didn't have enough treatment to give the full dose I wanted to do. But I have ordered some more, so I can give it the second dose in, I think, about a week's time. I'll have its second dose now. But they've been absolutely fine. The only issue I've got at the pond still is my goldfish. I don't know what to do about it. He's swimming around, he is eating, but he's very bloated. If anybody's had this before, if you could let me know. I've tried salt baths to see if it draw anything out. Thought it might be, as I said before, I thought it might be egg bound. I don't know if it's tumour, I don't know what it is, but he's bloated. He is, let's say, he's very swimming, very active. So I don't know what to do. It is, I don't want to lose it if I can. It is one of my mum's goldfish, original goldfish she had. But I don't want it to suffer. I will spin you around to show you again. The water clarity at the moment is cracking, absolutely fantastic. Really happy with the water clarity. I've sorted that out with the food. I chuffed to bits with the sake kari and the wheat germ mix. Fish are loving it, and I'm convinced the colours are coming out on them a little bit more as well. Especially the sumi, that's really starting to come out a little bit. I know what temperatures have dropped. I mean, we're at 15.5 in the pond, so it's not that cold. I can still feed quite well. But the sumi on the shower, and the two at Zuras I got in there, and the Sankey a bit have actually come out a bit more. Again, I can only put that down to the food. So yeah, let me spin you around and we'll have a look. Okay, I don't know if you can see him down there. Down there, he is quite bloated. I am concerned. So if anybody's got any advice on goldfish, I don't really know much about them and why it's done that, or anything I can do for it, or is it just best to euthanize it? I don't want it to suffer. I don't know. But I say, he's swimming around, he's eating. Yeah. And he's been like that for a while now. But he seems fine enough. But as for the water clarity, it's so much better. And as I say, I think the sumi on these fish are starting to come out a little bit more. Sankey's definitely going, the sumi's come out so much more on that. Very happy with it. But yeah, parasites are sorted. No more issues with the float switch, thankfully. So yeah, all looking good so far. Right, what else I've got going on? I'll go around the bunker in a bit, we'll have a look in there. Not much going on at the moment, but my plans I have mentioned in the past I would like to extend the pond. Yes, I would love to. At least double, or as close to as I can, double the capacity would be really nice, but it's all down to finances and funds, and with the cost of living and everything else that's going up, I don't know when that's going to happen. But there is some things I do want to do, or I am going to do, regarding filtration mainly. I have mentioned in the past already that I'm going to change all this in here. I've got my little box filter that I would class with. I've got my sieve bag and my filter floss in there, into the Backy River, and then feeds into my moving bed. Now I have got that sieve that's somebody graciously gave me. I do want to utilise that if I can by removing this part, my sieve bag with my mesh bag and my filter floss, and that will take over, the sieve will take over that job, but it will be higher. But what I want to do, I've said before, I think I'm going to remove the Backy River and hopefully put in a Backy shower in here, and that Backy shower will then feed the moving bed. But the way my moving bed is at this size at the moment, I wouldn't get much of a shower in. So I've got a 205 litre barrel, where this I think was a 110 litre barrel. So this will be replaced by that one, and I'm going to have the room for it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set it on the floor, because I've got it up at the bench at the moment, so I can get my return to the pond. So I'll remove the table, it will be sat on the floor, and it will be fed the same as this. So it'll be fed up into the, hopefully into the what is it, a sieve filter. From the sieve filter, it will look probably a 2-tier Backy shower. Hopefully I'm not going to use it all for grog. I would like to get some proper shower media in there, and then that will be fed into the 200 litre barrel which I've got around there, and then that will be fed back to the pond. Now obviously I'm pump fed, so my pond level isn't that high, so the way I thought about returning to the pond, again something I have mentioned in the past, come around here. Now my return comes obviously in here and along this wall and returns into the pond. So what I'm thinking of doing is on this triangle here, only a very small triangle across here, so from my edge of my skimmer to the edge of the box, is I'm going to wall it in. I'll smooth all these edges off, these stones, put a liner in there, and then from the barrel in there I'll feed it through at the side of the here, and it'll feed into this here, which will be I'll put some lilies and plants in there, and it'll be more like a bog filter, I suppose it is, and any settlement will stay in the bottom. And what I'll do, I may, like I've done there, put a return under the slab. So I may take one of these slabs off here, my coping stones, and I'll do a return, an overflow return back into the pond, or I could put it directly into my skimmer. So then it'll come through my Backy shower, moving bed, into the skimmer, and then that skimmer then will be returned through my upflow and then return back to the pond. Don't know on that, or just return it straight into the pond. Not 100% sure on that yet, but I think that's what I'm thinking of doing. That'll give me that little bit of filtration out of the bog filter, put plants in and stuff, because I don't know, I want to keep lilies. Don't know if I'm going to put them in the pond next year because of the issues I had. So I was thinking if I can build that over there, that's where at least one of my lilies can go. And I may just put the one main lily in there, which I know survived a bit this year. We'll see how that goes, but that'll give me some extra filtration there. Obviously it's given me extra filtration as it is now. Obviously my fish are growing. I am putting more fish in the main pond because of my grow-ons I've got. I haven't had any extra fish, so that's going to help with the filtration on that. And if and when I can extend, it's really going to help with the filtration for the bigger pond. But when that's going to be, I don't know, to be honest. So yeah, that's a few thoughts I've got. What are your thoughts on that? Leave your comment down below. I'd appreciate any feedback on that, what you think of that idea. But yeah, so that's it really on here on the main pond for what's coming up. This part I'm hoping I can sort some of this out maybe this year. I don't know. I would like to get it started, but again, we'll have to see. I've got a lot of other jobs I need to get done. I'm very busy, and if the weather goes really cold, I'm not working out here in freezing temperatures. But I would like to try and get some of this started this year by stripping all this out, reframing it up, sorting out where everything goes. I may have to move my dechlorinator, but if I put the barrel in, which will bring it down to sort of here, the top of the barrel will probably be about here, I may be able to get room. I can put it at the back over there behind the fetal barrel out the way. Then all this space here, then I'm going to put a shelving all the way across here to take my sieve filter and back in shower, and then I can put some shelving across here to put my food and everything, any other storage I need. Yeah, so again, what are your thoughts? Let me know. I'd appreciate it. Right, we'll go round, have a look in the bunker. Now, I was doing the test on the JPD food. Yes, it did change the water a little bit. I got a lot of waste. A lot of waste in there. But looking at comments and private messages that I had, a lot of people have said the Shory food, when they've used it, they've noticed an increase in waste. The Shogun itself, not too bad apparently. As I said, when I did it, I mixed it together, so I didn't have enough to do at least a week's test on either food. So I just did it, mix them together and get the general mix of the both. They ate the food, a lot of waste, but looks like it could have been produced by the Shory. I'm not 100% on that. And yes, I said before, not that scientific, I know. So I have finished all that food. They had their last feed of that yesterday. So now I'm back onto my sake mix. So hopefully, as I've had their first feed of that today, so hopefully the waste will improve, but it should do. It has did in the past, and the water quality will come back a little bit. I said it's just a tiny little bit murky with the JPD, so hopefully coming onto this it will improve. But the fish in here are looking absolutely lovely, really putting some size on. As I say, most of these are available if anybody's interested. The Shiro, the 3 I put on video, I am keeping one. One of them is definitely gone. There's the 30 centimetre one. I've had a lot of interest in. It was reserved. Somebody did want it, but something happened and they obviously said I can't have it now. So that one's still available at the moment. Again, if you want it now, you can have it now. If you're happy to take it now, if your temperatures are still okay at the moment, not too bad. If not, I'm happy to keep it till the spring, start of the season next year. But yeah, I'll have a quick look at the water clarity, and I say, if there's anything in here that takes your fancy, let me know, and I'm sure we can sort something out. Okay, so again, I don't know if you can see, we're looking at the camera. There's a slight tinge to the water, not as clear as it was. But yeah, most of these have gone. I say the one in the middle there, the bottom there, that's I think the one I'm keeping. The big one at the top has gone, the bigger one, but that one in the middle at the back, there's just going over there, is still available. Don't know what else I'm keeping at the moment. Might keep the Kikisui, which is the one in the middle there, just going up at the top across the back, and I am keeping one of the Akumatsubas. Apart from that, I think all of these will be available. Oh well, obviously my Tancho Goshki I'm keeping. Hope they can get a bit of size on him. Don't know how well these are coming up on camera. Don't know if they're good on the screen, but they are really nice in person. But yeah, anything else in here is available. There's two Harawakis in here. There's a lemon Harawaki, and I don't know if you call it the orange Harawaki or a Benny Harawaki at the back. Over there is available. I am liking that orange one now, I must admit. So yeah, and that Kahaku has got so much size on. That 3-step Kahaku is looking lovely. Yeah, so if anybody's interested in any of these this year, or if not, I'll keep them until spring or start the summer next year as temperatures rise up. Not an issue. Let me know, and I'd like to say I'm sure we can sort something out. Right, I've got to get on. Got a few jobs to do. I think I'm going to start by sorting that car out. Desperately needs doing. So I'm going to sort that car out. And as I said, I've got a few other little jobs I want to do today. One of them I have got to do hopefully this weekend. I've got to sweep the chimney, ready for the winter, because that hasn't had its sweep this year. So that definitely needs a sweep. I've got bought a nifty tool for that. I'm going to try for the first time and see how it goes. So yeah, let me think. There's something else I was going to mention and I can't remember what. No, I'm sure it'll come to me. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll come back to you. Don't know if it'll be today, but I'll be back at some point, so I'll catch you then. Hi guys, back again. Right, a little update. Now, I mentioned a little earlier on, well, a few days ago now in this video, my problems I'm having with the goldfish. It's quite swollen, so doing a little bit of research. What I've decided to do is I've taken them out of the pond and I've put them in a little fish tank in the house with the heater on. I've gradually brought the temperature up in that and increasing the salt level to see if that's going to help him in any way. I'm not banging the salt in, I'm doing it a little bit each day. So I think if I increase the salt level up, you know, it looks like there could be some sort of fluid inside, retaining some fluid. So if I up the salt level, it's just going to float. So I'm increasing it slowly so it absorbs the salt, and hopefully it's going to help flush him out. I am trying to feed him shelled cooked peas. He's had one or two, not many. So I don't know. I think it could be an internal problem. There's an issue with these organs, maybe possibly kidney failure, something like that. That's why he's retaining the water, can't get rid of it. But hopefully the salt's going to help him. He's been in there a couple of days now, so I am slowly increasing the salt, so hopefully it's going to help. I don't know, fingers crossed. But as I said, if anybody knows of anything else that I can do for them, please leave a comment down below. So that's him. Everything's okay in here for now. I've got to go around to the bunker, but I'll do that in a bit. Oh, just want to have a sit down. Oh, just got in from work. Right, the weekend coming. I'm going to pop out to a fellow YouTuber. He requested some help, so I offered to pop round. So I'm going to go around the weekend. I'm going to take my nets and bowls with me, and before I go I am going to sterilise them all before I go, just in case. Obviously I have had parasites, no issues now, cleared up. I've got a second treatment to do in here, but I want to take the some nets. I won't take the big net round, but I've got my small nets which are around the back, and I've got a couple of bowls and stuff. So before I take them, I'm going to give them real good sterilisation, just so there's no cross-contamination. I don't pass anything over if there is anything, and when I come back after using them, I will sterilise them again before I use them on my ponds or on my fish. So That'll be this weekend. I'm sure I will do some filming there. And if, as I said, if I can help him out, I'll help him out. So that's that one. Yeah, excellent. Also, I want to say big congratulations to young Jacob. His mum and dad sent us a picture to say that he'd actually won an award at school. If I remember right, it's the Homework Hero Award. So Jacob, congratulations, mate. Well done. And hopefully some more awards to come. Keep up the good work, mate. Yeah, not much else going on. I'll keep you updated on the goldfish. And as I said, hopefully, fingers crossed, I can do something for it. But if I can't, it is what it is. It will be a shame. It will be a little bit upsetting because it was one of my mum's goldfish. I've said it before. Got 4 of them in here from that were in my mum's pond that she gave to me. So I would like to keep them as long as possible. But I'm sure that, I mean, can't think how old they are now. I had them, or have had them, over 10 years, maybe even 15 years. So they could be a good 20 years old. So you know, it could be towards the end of their life. But hopefully, I can do something about it. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit that bell for your notifications. Pop on over to Facebook and Instagram. So until the next one, stay safe. Jobs are good.